Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamey Daddy channel. So today I wanted to make a video just to say thank you very much to the Division 2 community. I appreciate you guys a lot. I stopped my last video just sharing a little bit of thanks, but sometimes people don't watch the videos till the end, and so I didn't want anybody to miss that. But I really do want to say thank you to everyone who watches my videos because your support means a lot. It really does give a little bit of encouragement from time to time as to the work that we do here on YouTube. Many of us that, in fact, let me put it this way, from all the Division content creators that I know, 100% of this community so far, in terms of dedicated Division content creators, most of us in a sense are part-time YouTubers, and so we do this mainly for the passion and just our enjoyment of the game. And somewhere in March of 2020, I started this experiment where I saw the Division 2 going to a place where the community was very critical in a sense. Not all of the community, but there were some issues in the game. Yes, a lot of mistakes were made. A lot of feelings were, all over the place. People felt burned. There were even people outside of the community who basically tried to poop on this game. And I'll mention a name here, which is really a shame because I have to. This is somebody I used to admire before. One of the bigger content creators in this community came out after the second raid and said, I cheated and, I did this and I didn't get banned, just to kind of rub salt into the injury in order to try to tarnish the image of this game and maybe to expose the developers and some of their mistakes as well. And I felt like all this vitriol just did not seem necessary because, yes, they made clear mistakes. They made very, very poor choices. But at the same time, there was blame to go around in the community. So it was very easy to point the finger and start to harp on the negative. And so I started this experiment to go against the grain, and it basically dubbed me as the Division 2's fanboy. And I think I dubbed myself the most insulted Division 2 content creator in this community. But, insults, I would say 89% of the time, don't faze me anymore. I have the upbringings that have basically helped me develop a lot more tougher skin. People say they have tough skin. I said 89%. I can tell you that 11% does get to me sometimes. I'll reply, maybe I'll respond, but I try my best to, keep my manners because I don't know who's on the other side of the screen. They may not mean some of the things that they say, but largely there has been a lot of support from you guys, regardless of the barrage of insults, the fun making, the jesting, people talking smack about me and all that stuff, personal attacks and all that. Those don't really necessarily matter. I really do appreciate the fact that you guys here in this community have basically stuck up and stuck around because you understood something. You understood something about this franchise. You understood something about the community. You understood something about gaming. And you understood something about exactly what it was I was doing to be able to continue to talk about this game from a very, very different perspective. Because at the end of the day, I think even though the critics may have castigated this game heavily, it's interesting to see that a lot of the critics still continue to play the game and still continue to engage with either the game or the game's community. You'll see that comment that says, I hate this game. And, the person took the time to watch a video about the game anyways. Why? There's a very deep connection that the game has and holds with a lot of the players. And so that's exactly what I've, decided and taken the time to, focus on. That connection, that string, the attachment that players have to the Division, be it a game where they love and hate the game or a game where they're mad at. I focused to pull on those strings over the course of the past few months. It was really difficult for a while there. But you guys really stuck around. You came to the streams, you engaged with all my shenanigans. Many of you enjoyed the Steal This Build series. You throw your builds in Discord. And we continue to just show this game in the best possible light. It's a busted game. Yes, it has its issues. Yes, but what is perfect in this world? It's really interesting to see that many games continue to fall flat while trying to reach this kind of status that the Division was able to reach. It's a very huge achievement for the people on the bottom floor of this game. And when I say the bottom floor, I'm talking about the groundwork people, the people who are the engineers, the coders, the artists. You know, they're not the ones making the big decisions. The decision makers are the ones that probably don't understand the landscape and continue to make really weird decisions that jeopardize, you know, some of the work that they've done. So I just got to take my time at some point to look deeper than, you know, the surface and look at the nuance in there. I've heard things of like people say, oh, the developers are lazy. You know, that's kind of weird. You cannot detail a game like this and be lazy. I'm sorry, but that anybody that says the developers of Division 2 are lazy, I don't think you have explored what it feels like to build a video game. It's like giving everybody a task and saying, okay, each one of you should build a house. That's how challenging it is. It's ridiculous. You know, it's like, oh, we're going to build this huge mansion, but, you know, every single person is going to build a house that we're going to join together to build this huge mansion. It's a very, very daunting task. And largely, I can say that, you know, even with 2020, the developers still tried their best to do a decent job. We've been talking about a lot of stuff in the background, you know, me and a bunch of buddies of mine, you know, we've been talking about this stuff from a different perspective. And I know they feel the same way. I know they understand the intricacies and the challenges that these devs must have faced. And they never really get, you know, thanks for their jobs. I don't know any developers, by the way. In fact, I've chosen to try my best not to know any developers so that I can still continue to keep myself at a much more objective, I say much more, even though I'm a fan, objective point. But it's really fun. So I really do appreciate you. Those of you who are, you know, audience members, content creators that support my work, content creators that we get to have conversations, content creators who've been featured on my channel, who featured me on their channels. I really do appreciate all of you so much. The Division basically single-handedly changed my entire framework of so many things when it comes to, you know, social, online stuff, and mainly gaming. And if you guys hadn't been watching my videos, for those of you who clicked the very first cringy video that I made, I think you guys are the champions of all of this. So thank you so much. And that's what this video is about. I just know that you guys do deserve, you know, the time for me just to say and, you know, say thank you and appreciate your work and the time that you've given me over the course of the years covering the Division content. Talk to you all soon. Peace.